believe a JP player, I think by the name of Noble, played this team back in the day.
Mm. It's definitely a very interesting King Cup, but on the surface, I don't really see the vision of it, besides having a very heavy neutral type game, but I mean, maybe that's all you really need sometimes, so I'm curious to see. This definitely is outside of what I would expect of Monkey, but we'll see. And we're starting off pretty well here with this Noel drive.
Looking good so far. Good combo to start things off. Trying to get some Oki, but gets punished by the 6P, and ooh. I really hope that's just a spectator side, because that does not look good right now.
Mmm. My old potato, I think, ran better than this.
Oh god.
We're just gonna be throwing out some projectiles here with the Batista playing a traditional zoning game. Oh, find a way to get in towards the Batista. That was... I think there's some FPS problems going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and like, honestly, even, you know, Carmine took a little bit of damage, but I don't blame Monkey for trying to, like, play this long-range game, because it's all, you know, in an unfortunate situation like this with the connection not being super great, like, I feel like playing a zoner is, like, pretty reliable, because you can just rely on a bunch of, like, one task rather than just, you know, going for combos where you don't know if the frame rate will drop or not. But
yeah,
Pat and Echo down to their last character. Oh god.
Yeah, I got hit by the sandwich. You know what? That elusive combo, not working out. More DPs. This is really rough. Like, there's definitely a lot of decisions being made because of the lag, but you know, apparently throwing up Batista balls will not trigger it. We're gonna be creating a sandwich scenario here. Block the right side, but not the low. Just gonna keep it all simple. And drops the combo, probably due to the lag, but this is a one-tap situation. And there goes Pat Knuckle. I'm really hoping that is a one-off thing, because that looked like ass.
Yeah, that was not great, to say the least, and hopefully that, you know, they can fix something, or, you know, maybe it's just PC Tag waking up. You know, it's been 2 weeks since, well, I feel like all of us in this call have fired it up, let's be honest, so maybe it needs a little time to wake up, but hopefully they'll just be discussing things, or they're just going to let it rock. These people are insane.
Yeah, you know, honestly, if nothing was said, it's a fight on my end. My bad, I guess. Oh geez, like, I don't know. I don't. That's my analysis of why they went in, but like, yeah, we'll see. I think definitely Noel is not a character that deals with either of these very well, and we're kind of seeing here. Yeah, a lot of drive stuff just gets hit out by a lot of the very active hitboxes that this team can bring out. That is actually a combo.
Yeah. I remember, like, Carmine does have some, like, pretty nice bomb moves, and as we saw from that, with just 2 meter, they got a nice 11k, and they're going to be losing. I thought Noel was out the entire time, I'm not going to lie.
It's okay, we're lagging too. See, I think the game hasn't really been lagging. Yeah, see, look at that. Our brains are, though.
Yeah. I think the game finally woke up, but yeah. As you mentioned before, Pat Neko is just trying to, like, just struggling to find a way in with against his team, because, as you mentioned, there's, like, a lot of buttons on both of these characters that Monkey are playing that just have a lot of, like, long range, like, specifically, like, long range lows, or even, like, some decently sized air buttons that just stuff out a lot of the evasiveness that Noel's drive buttons are doing.
Yeah. Noel, in my humble opinion, is the worst character in the game. This is, you know, this is pretty good evidence of why I think so. She's a character that struggles immensely if you just have active hitboxes on the screen, and like with how his sister assists work, and how a lot of the really good assists in this game are very active and cover a lot of space, it's really trouble for her to, like, be effective in this environment. That was a very nice conversion. Okay. Yeah.
It's really unfortunate for, like, Noel in these cases, because, well, as you mentioned, and also just, like, I do believe, like, she does have like a relatively decent damage output, provided that she has some of the right starters. But it's just like, as you mentioned, with how active her hitboxes are, and like a lot of the times her evasive doesn't work out in her favor. It's just like it's hard to get those openings to where you can get like a good hit.
Yeah, and well, let's hope Pat Nuko can get some of those hits in. They will be playing with a solo Uno, and yeah, just a very good there. Avoided the drive by just doing the low. Like Noelle can't dodge everything, so it's really smart for Monkey to do that. And like it's just making it further. Oh, you know what? Good use of drive to avoid the DP. We are swinging for the fences here, but unfortunately wasn't able to bait the burst. Got hit on the way in, and that is a dead Noelle.
Yeah, just I can't really. Well, at that time I feel Monkey hit like a really nice like meaty 2C, but yeah, unfortunately, the name of the game, especially like, it just seems like such a struggle matchup, especially just because of the like both characters 2Cs alone. But yeah, Monkey will be taking it 3-0 over Pat Necker.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a struggle there for Pat Nuko, and like definitely all the cusps of just how like really difficult I feel like Noelle Makoto is just gonna have against two. Is Carmine a zoner? I don't. He kind of plays like one.
He can play like one.
Yeah, like is Carmine a zoner? Is the, you know what, I would cease that thought. I'll like. But yeah, you just characters that put out like a lot of projectiles and active hitbox are going to be very difficult for characters that don't really have a great way to get in. Like Noelle, well known for her drives, that can invul through a good amount of projectiles. But like, if there's just so much screen clutter, it's going to be impossible for her to get in. And since she's built around her drives, if you're just able to snuff her out, there's not a character anymore. And we kind of really saw that there. There was some good drive movement. There was some good avoidance of like DPs and one move, like one or two moves, but like the fact that they just had so many options just to throw out that it was just impossible for the Noelle, and not even to mention just how stubby Makoto can be against like characters that can outrange her. She really struggles in those mid-range to long-range options. Even with her super, it's just like, well, you just got one hit and they're back to full screen. So what are you gonna do about it? So yeah, it's an overall struggle matchup.
Yeah, like I feel like I think for both of them, they just really have to rely on like just their standard, I guess, quote unquote mobility in terms of like their. I'd say they have some pretty decent like run speed and like dash speed overall. But I feel like you're going to really have to like hunker down with both of those and just rely that you have good I feel like the best way to put it is good fundamental movement to just try and make you win. Unfortunately, unable to come to fruition on that one.
Yeah, not over for Pat Neko just yet. They will be moving on to the loser side of the bracket, but we will be moving on to our next match, which will be Burnt Brad versus the Chris 2004.
Yeah. This will be an interesting one. I have seen the Chris 2004 around recently in terms of like seeing them in brackets, but I honestly have no idea who they
Yeah, like when this bracket for the most part is mostly players that I'm familiar with, but the Chris 2004 is like an anomaly to me. They seem like the type of person that shows up in your Xbox Live lobbies with that type of name, and then like they're the most cracked player ever. Like it's always the most generic names that I'm most scared of. So I'm curious.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. For now. Oh, I'm starting to remember this. I do believe they participated in what's that tournament's name? I'm throwing a blank so hard here. The Trading Mode Network's tournaments, I believe, because this team looks familiar.
I'm drawing a complete blank on this. I don't know many Merkava players in the first place. There's Moth, there's Razzo the Sharp, but no, Merkava Hilda, Merkava Mika, completely unfamiliar to me. Never seen this team before.
Confirmation from Dovingly, they won the most recent training mode network, so they have graduated. So they are a force to be reckoned with because slight little praise from the training mode network team and the crew over there is just they cultivate a really strong environment of just you know that eventually leads into people winning like other online tournaments. They have a really good foundation of just being able to cultivate like people that will eventually become like strong players in the scene.
We're gonna see how they do here against this. I guess Rachel though from Burnt Bread. I know Burnt Bread likes the toasters, but I've never seen this comp out for them. But like on the surface, this seems absolutely mortifying.
Yeah, it's I do believe Burnt Bread's been playing this recently, like quite a bit, and they have shown that it's just like it doesn't look like I guess benefits much of it, but I feel like with the active switch with Unifier can really help out with just lockdown for Rachel to get her pressure started.
Yeah, that was probably the cleanest glide I've seen in a while there. Just able to get through the projectiles, keeping up this pressure in the corner, tried to go for an air unblockable DP, but Burnt Bread will be getting out with quite a low amount of life. I'm imagining they want this Rachel out, or, in just to get some combos going. Yeah.
We're able to get an active switch in. Rachel gets out safely, but gets grabbed on the outside of that, and Burnt Bread is trying to find their way in, just trying to even up their life totals are about even right now, but gets sniped out by that 6P. Immediate super, but that's unfortunate. It did not connect. But Rachel back in, has a bit more health than Igus, and is looking a little better until that.
Yeah, has got the 2 bars on deck. It just swapping over to the Hilda. I was gonna say like that probably kills, but they know more than me. But I was a little worried.
Yeah, that's fair. And also, I think at the very least, it's just a safe way to get the Hilda out. Or the Hilda in, because they have like a pretty clear life lead right now. And just letting Makava put on the back. But happy birthday! Yeah. Unfortunately, Makava drops out. But Burnt Bread not going down without a fight.
Yeah, ooh, actually, blue beat combo. Nice block on the overhead and gets the confirm, but no... what do I call it after a confirm combo? There we go.
I really like the uses that Burnt Bread is doing right now. Just using like Igus's like held B button, just to keep Merkava like out of like airspace and gets in. So looking good, but unfortunately gets hit with the coconut and
from the cocoa tree.
From the cocoa tree, from the Cocoa Palm family. But the Chris taking the first game in the set.
Yeah, so very close first game, but I was really liking what I was seeing from really both sides. There was like both players have like kind of weird mobility characters. Obviously, Markava's got that glide. Rachel has her wind mechanic, I think is what it is, and the Orgia boost from Igus too, and like I was really liking how they were utilizing this game, that last game, because obviously I think both players have a very good grasp on how to like be mobile with the characters, but I was seeing like they were weaving through projectiles and just doing a really good job of avoiding a lot with the throwing out, so it was made it for a really interesting back and forth there, but we'll see how they adapt in this second game.
Yeah, like either side, it wasn't. I mean, even though Chris took the win, it wasn't by any means like super convincing in their favor. And Burnt Bread is already fighting back with nice combo in the corner, and oh, that is really egregious. Just swapping back into Igus with George knocking them down. I think we're starting to see just like some of the implications of what this team can do in terms of how like disgusting their lockdown.
Yeah, if I know one thing about this team, if it gets you into an Oki situation, you're blocking for your life. Yeah, even one push block out, not enough, maintains that pressure despite the drop, and that is a very convincing kill on the Hilda, and maybe a kill on the Merkava soon with how low that he is.
Not looking too great for the Chris right now, and yeah, just the DP will seal their fame. Burnt Bread not happy about how that last game went and tying up the score.
Yeah, if there is going to be an explosive match, it's definitely going to be on Burnt Bread's side. That being said, I think you mentioned at the start, like this. I guess Rachel, I feel like, is a very feast or famine type team. You're feasting more with the Rachel for sure, but like I guess is not a character that can really play with anybody, and like Rachel assists and Rachel's general support game is good, but it's a little weird I think for her. So if the Aegis can get going, that's great, but if we kind of got into something like the first game where she's having to play neutral more, it's going to be a bit more of a struggle for Burnt Bread. I definitely think it's in the Chris 2004's favor.
Yeah.
Assuming the Aegis is out.
Yeah, and as we saw, like, the Chris does have, like, a little bit of a counter to, like, the, I guess, Health 5B, but just being able to call the 60 in the background. Just so that, like, you know, they're not, they don't win the range game completely. But a good invasion by Chris so far, and gets tap on both of them, but unfortunately not really much out of it, and the 4P from the Rachel comes out and snipes him. But yeah, just, the Chris, I understand why they're just trying to keep their distance and trying to get so as much space between them as possible, but just gets opened up right there.
Yeah, gets the grab too, able to get the conversion off it. Baits the super nice, still has that 2 bars into DHC, but I thought that wasn't gonna hit. I'm not gonna lie. This is not looking so hot for Merkava.
Yeah, like I don't know who is like does a little better in this match, because like Merkava does have a nice find along J8, but it's just with the way just the overall like space control that both of these characters can have, it's just a struggle for him to get in, provided that, you know, the Chris is just not, or just willingly gliding in all the time. But able to get a kill on the Rachel solo Aegis. Burnt Bread has a life lead, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, like matchup wise, I can't imagine that Hilda is dead. I was gonna make a mention of how, like, you know, I think Aegis generally suffers against Hilda. That was a reset. That was a reset. Yeah, it was. I wanted to say, you know, I think Aegis, one of her greatest weakness in a while. A lot of people play her. Her neutral game is ass. It's ass without an assist. She doesn't really have good approach options because her Gia dash is very linear, especially against Hilda that has laser projectiles. But I mean, if you get hit, who cares?
Yeah, like, you know, the most miles you get out of Aegis is just, you know, staying right in front of their face, because you just get to employ like your Gia dash mix up and just, you know, she does have like I want to say just a comparatively decent zoning tool with her like B button. But yeah, her, like, especially with the patches they made in 2.0, her, like, she really just shines up close and being to approach on people.
Ooh, very nice use of the grabbing hands. They're able to snipe out the Rachel, but not able to follow up. But that 6P call going to be resulting in that happy birthday call to CC, trying to get as much damage as possible, and that is a hurting unit on that Rachel.
The Chris looking good so far right now. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Just like right outside of the hitbox, and not going to be dead Merkava, but I feel like it's a one-touch situation at this point. Good time to burst, catches a backdash, but Rachel still gets to live to see another day.
Gonna be very careful here what happens in this corner, because even though despite the lifeline, this can spiral out of control here, as now this is definitely not in the Chris 24's favor. Where is she going?
Nowhere good, but yeah, just right outside of the super range, and just gets a 5B. All up to solo Aegis. This is definitely still doable, because, like, honestly, with enough meter on board, this is a one-touch situation for both of the Chris's characters, and I think we just lost Merkava.
Man, we are certainly cursing them today, huh? All right, well, I said nice things for Hilda in this matchup. Will it come to fruition? Push blocks out? That's unfortunate, and we will not be proving my point about how Hilda wins this matchup.
Yeah, unfortunate. That I really do like the decision for Burnt Bread to just hit the brakes for a second and not press a button after the Orgia dash, because that is just one of like the many options that I guess has after an Orgia dash, and it's just it's very egregious.
Yeah. I guess is indeed a character of all time.
Yeah. But yeah, that's not the end of the Chris just yet. We'll be moving down to the loser side of the bracket. It's starting to shape up a little bit, but yeah, this they still have a chance to fight their way out of losers. But Burt Bread will be moving on to face Hachi.
Let's see, yes. Looks like we got some movements in the first quarters. We got Sonokun versus Moon tying to be 3-0 for Sonokun, moving on to winner semis. But yeah, we'll see what is going on next here. I don't know. Oh, we got some chaotic matches. Serene versus Guzman potentially. Hachi versus Burnt Bread. E2 Deku versus Monkey. Well, we're having Serene Smile versus Guzman. That's that's definitely like a gorilla fight if I've ever seen one.
I am all for it. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, Guzman being a old dog, perhaps hasn't learned any new tricks, proving that saying right. But maybe he doesn't need to. One of the most aggressive people I've ever met in my entire life in terms of the way they play. They've definitely got their head somewhere, and it works out. You gotta find a way to tame him. And Serene Smile being probably the most chaotic person I've ever met in terms of playstyle. They go everywhere and anywhere at once. So this is gonna be a fight between two people that are too chaotic for this world, to say the least. I'm kind of scared, but excited to see what this is gonna play out like.
Yeah, like the best way I could put it for both these players in terms of play styles is that they're both like wild dogs of different breeds.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Serene Smiles got that just like he's got that like chill, chaotic like stoner energy where it's like the man's brain is absolutely just like putting the square hole into like the circle, but like instead of it not working, he just smashes the freaking square hole into the circle. That's the best way I can describe Serene Smiles gameplay. I don't know why it works. It shouldn't work, but it just does.
Yeah. Like
Monkey just throws the box. or sorry, Guzman. I was gonna call him a monkey because he just throws the box. I don't know. Is there a better analogy? Absolutely, but that's the analogy I'm going with.
you just let's consult the Guzman gamer real quick. What's over? Yeah, that's fair. That's what's going to happen. He's
I don't got any. I don't know. Like, do you like? Could I say something intelligent about these two? Yeah. Like individually, if they were playing against different people, I could. But like, I don't know. You guys have seen the inside of these guys' brains before. Like, I'm already tuning out my brain. It's gonna be something. Guzman's gonna like 5B round start and it's gonna work, but he's gonna die for it somehow. I don't even know how it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
He's going to pop eye burn and he's going to think in his head what, and then just like it's just gonna go blank for him. And like regardless of what happens in the match, he's just going to go next. Look, they're already primed and ready to cause violence by skipping the intros. Oh my god.
See, I was right. Kind of. He did 5B. It didn't work, but it worked. I don't know how he did it.
Oh no. Man, Guzman tried to go for the right. Jesus,
the triple overhead.
Guzman with the aggression. So
that was. I can't even say that was a nice reaction because I know he pre-buffered that.
Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but Sweet Smile gained the momentum and the life lead with this combo.
He's not a super, is it? Okay, no, he jumped. Yeah, it's gonna be in the corner. Gets that sandwich, and actually was able to get that cross up to Serene Smile. Got that Ruby on the ropes, able to convert off it too, but no, not getting the kill. Is getting the kill.
This was the body splash name is positive, I guess. And what's Iburn do again? We're about to find out.
Oh my god! Is Rachel dead? No, I think it was too far with the happy birthday. Nice 2B though. Going to be letting this goose calm down. That might be a kill with the cross combo. He just stood there.
He just. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Guzman going in. No. The 5B.
That's 5 push-ups.
I love that just short freeze frame of just him standing still, like, oh, like I'm dead, and then he's not dead. He like picked the controller back up.
I'm telling you, man. Like Guzman doesn't solve the puzzle by like putting the square cube into the square block into the square hole. He just throws the entire damn thing. I don't know what to do.
He puts like a square cube into the circle hole, but like he like drills it in with a power.
He 5C round started. Oh my, that. I didn't even know Ruby could still be active swapped it from. Like I don't think Serene did either.
Guzman getting some of the pressure. Nice jump block on the empty jump low, but yeah, like. That's unfortunate for Guzzi, because like I know like maybe they might have been trying to rely on that level, but just Waldstein's 2B is just I personally believe. That was nasty.
Plus on block 5C.
He's just standing still.
No, he beat the option of run up grab by just active swap. Dude, I don't know what's going on. The reset? Why is he on that side?
Oh my god, yo, the whip punish with the 5C! Alright.
I told you the way in, I'm like, I'm tuned out. Oh my god.
At any point, because it was a clutch, Guzman could have canceled out with a normal. Oh my god, oh no.
He just ran into that.
Look, it was all part of the fight. He knew that, like, Serene wanted to instantly DHC, so he just took only 4.8k.
You know, I would have, and he gets the eye burn. I'd say this was planned too, but I don't think he knows what. Wait, that combo?
What a snipe!
That OTG!
Only because she was in Iburn, by the way. It has a ground bounce.
Oh my god.
I don't know what eye burn does, dude. You could have killed off that.
No, Guzman!
Guzman got hit!
Oh, yo, Raw Astro. Raw Astro is coming.
Do it.
Raw Astro is coming.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh no, Guzman with the nice 2B. Okay, please, for the love of God, kill.
I think Serene Smile was gonna do land into Astral, but he was in the air, so he couldn't get it.
Oh my god.
This is exactly how I thought it would go. There's nothing intelligible to say.
we just have to call it as we see it. Like, you know, the last game we were talking about, like, oh, you know, maybe like, oh, I like the adjustments being made here, but it's just like, no, both of these two, they're just swinging for the fences.
Yeah, the adjustments they're making is they're making adjustments to the other player's face.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Oh man.
What is Guzman gonna do? What was that? Why did 5C is the strongest movement option. He's got a 5C on wake up. Okay, no.
Close.
Yeah, DP is just 5C with extra steps. Is he freaking dead?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Waltzy is a big boy, and we know someone that has experience with that. But unfortunately, I don't think Wald is going down here. That is a single-target DAC, but
Jesus Christ, that was close. Alright, solo level 1 resonance Rachel. Yo, he's using the 5C against them!
It's
Oh my god!
ideal
Do it
punish.
again.
Not the marvelous to do it again.
Are they playing? Okay. Are they playing Pokemon? They're doing this. I'm so confused.
No, Guzman, please don't get crossed up by it. Guzman!
No, he wants the Astral. I understand.
The goose is loose!
Who is the No, the frog's loose too. Dude.
Oh
my god. Just kill him. Just kill him. Okay.
My heart can't take this, man. It's only the second game of the match of the night.
This isn't a match of BB tag. This is the visualization of what a toddler thinks life is like.
And like, you know, I'm glad that WNF Online exists because you get the entertainment of two gorillas fighting at an enclosure, all in the comfort of your home.
Yeah. Without the ethical dilemma of, like, should I let the gorilla out? Oh.
Oh, no.
Get ready.
Oh,
I see.
we are like 5 matches too early in the night to have this happen, Serene. But pop off game.
This is both too early in the night, and I am too sober to witness this. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, the Superior 5B! You know, all things considered, like, Serene, I know they meme with this team, but they have some pretty solid navigation. You know, yeah. Proceed.
Sometimes it just feel like that. Like, he's gonna like wake up, get B. I mean, he could still wake up, get B eventually. I never said when.
Tager is still alive, but the Blitz tank is getting pieced up right now. Good DP. Another DP. I can't say the last 2 DPs were good DPs. Oh my god, did that just catch?
That should punish you. That the fastest,
That was
like
so
one of the
good.
fastest super in the game.
I believe it is at 7 frames.
Fastest super in this game is 5.
Oh, okay.
Yosuke.
Oh, right, the knee.
Yeah. I think someone else has a 5er, but I don't. I think I know Yosuke has. Well, there goes Tager.
It's okay. Tager is just a damage sponge for Blitz tank. Watch this.
True.
Fortunately, no meter to do super right now. We're just trying to play the zoning game. I hope Guzman has bullet hell fundamentals because it looks like he's doing okay right now.
Oh. He didn't block the unblockable. Can't believe it.
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
wait. Juicing? Is he juicing?
Guzman, what are you doing?
This is the most... Is this patience or is this stubbornness? I can't tell. I mean, Rampage time is probably better for Blitztank because you can just get one... Oh my god.
No! Guzman!
Guzman, the patient life isn't for you. You need to go head ass.
Oh my goodness. What a confirm by Serene, and you know, it worked out. Let's consult Guzman Gamer to see how he feels about this. Micah time. That is a good point.
I'm like, Guzman, why are you playing so patiently? This isn't you. Eat a Snickers bar or something.
You know, like, Cheap and I talked about this earlier. Guzman signed up an hour before bracket. And we both agree that we have to make sure Skin Crawler hasn't taken him over. And like the fact that he was playing patient really solidifies that we need to go and check his pull.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
I think
Yeah,
also
honest-
the fact that he's playing Akatsuki as well.
No, I'm not even surprised about the Koski. The fact that he didn't bring out Ragna Game 5 is what really surprised me. Like meme set going on here, and he didn't want to go for a phone steal.
Nice hitting the brakes on that, but oh, that punished. Nice. Onto the
I would
other
say
side.
does Guzman even know how to play a Koski, but it's not that hard to play a Koski.
Look. Yeah. Oh my god. Pressing 5B, like, you know, he just wants to play Yang again, but just like is effectively role playing with just, you know, pressing 5B. Doesn't matter what character, it's going to work.
Alright, he's
JC.
gonna like. He tried. That's still one. Oh my god! Yo, the delay. Hold on, he's juicing? He's juicing?
Yeah. Won't be able to kill just quite yet, doesn't have a meter for it. But nice defense on the JC. Oh no! Wait, okay, no meter. We're okay. For now. What does I burn do again? I'm not sure either. Good parry! Oh no! Guzman!
And Serene Smile will be taking it 5-3 in this match that.
You know, we have an exclusive post-match interview on how Guzman, with Guzman gaming himself. What do you have to say for yourself, bro?
Just, yeah.
Bro.
That was some prime BB tag if I've ever seen one.
This is what, honestly, this is what peak performance looks like in BBTAG. Like, I will not be swayed otherwise.
Yeah, that's the type of BB tag that makes the game actually worth playing.
Yeah, unfortunately, Guzman will be moving down into the loser side of this bracket. And Serene Smile will be facing off between the winner of Hachi and Burn.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if I can recover from that match, but we'll try.
We will see. I believe, I'd imagine Burnt Bread and Hachi is coming up next.
That match is already done.
Oh,
Bracket hasn't updated.
Try refreshing it because I definitely input that.
Okay, now it has.
yeah. Okay.
This is what I call a Coco Katsu.
Did you forget what night the Wednesday night fight was on again?
I mean, like... It's okay, Diddley. You can be here in spirit. What anime? Oh, Pop. That's my favorite anime series. It's good. Yeah, ignore certain parts of it, but he's my favorite character. I like Nadeko or Sengoku, Snake Girl for story reasons. If I had to pick a character I like as like a character, probably Hanakawa.
Quick side note, update on the Matcherino. A generous $10 from Artio Master Chief with the comment, "Have some money." Thank you, Master Chief, for donating the 10 inches to the bracket. I mean, dollars.
And and thank you for reading it how I wanted it to be said.
I got you. See, I have worked at a bread bank before. I know the drill. I understand the assignment even.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. But looks like we'll be getting our next matchup. We are moving on to the winners semifinals of things. We'll be having PCF's Sonic-kun versus E2 Deku.
Yes.
I believe in terms of tags, they're representing both Vancouver's. Is it Vancouver Street Battle? And
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, and RS, I believe that's Rosario Esports. A little bit of a team battle. But yeah, Sonic-kun rocking. Both of them have some pretty padded teams. Sonic-kun rocking the Art S, a team that's a little unconventional in terms of what most people would consider a conventional team for really either of those characters. But yeah, they as I mentioned before earlier in this bracket, with enough time and dedication and honestly mental resilience with these characters, you can make any team work. E2 Deku running a more conventional team, the siblings of Ruby. And the best way I could put it, or Lana has mentioned before, but they have like a very they play very. The best way to put it is head ass, but going to like the deeper nuances of it, it's a very methodical and aggressive form of rushdown.
Yeah, E2 Deku is like if all Yang players are monkeys, he's the monkey with the top out in the group.
Like, that was disgusting.
Sorry, yeah, that was some juice right there.
And unfortunately, a whiff grab on trying to read a TRM potentially, but not working out. Good deep.
Oh. No. Yeah, I really like them putting the stop on the brakes there to bait out the burst. That yeah, it's gonna be putting Sonic-kun in a pretty rough position, gonna be baiting that DP. And yeah, this is kind of like what you're talking about. Like, E2 Deku is one of the more. Wow, we got the car against it too. He's just showing off today. Definitely probably one of the more like methodical Yang players, but still very much aggressive, and we're definitely seeing it here. And this is a one-turn situation for the S.
I want to say E2 Deku was trying to do run up and super right there, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Just slightly off from killing, but bringing the solo Yang, this is still definitely doable for Sonic-kun's S, but it's just there's a mountain to climb, and it's in the form of this young woman with gauntlets for guns.
Yes. Yeah, 2 bars on deck, has that cross combo just in case too. This should be a kill on the S, and a bit of a slow burn there for E2 Deku, but nonetheless going to be taking the first game.
Yeah, looking good so far, and yeah, just I feel like what really spelled Sonic-kun's fate in that first game was just there's a lot of antsy DPs that just didn't work out for Sonic-kun. Just really trying to say, hey, get off of me. I don't want to respect your pressure, but unfortunately, E2 Deku was playing that more. I want to say like methodical rushdown, and was able to just seal like Heart's fate really early on, and just had made Sonic-kun play that solo S game, and unfortunately just didn't work out.
Yeah. I was gonna actually comment, like, we're talking about the methodical gameplay. That was almost too methodical for what I'm used to E2 Deku, but I mean, definitely good to see them, like, able to adapt there, but they're gonna be starting off a little rough here as they get hit with that JB.
Yeah. And, I feel like this is in a lot of ways, for both these players, it's definitely a sink or swim scenario, because I feel like with both these characters, with the way with how these people play, is just that once they get the knockdown, they will just not let you.
Yeah. But I mean, got a couple hits here and there, and they unfortunately lost some situations, but got hit by the JB once more. Only has the 1 bar. Dex gonna be going for that slippy slide mix. I still don't know where she's gonna go. But I'm not. Oh no!
I'm so surprised that that backhoming actually got caught by the burning gold, but yeah, unfortunately it didn't work out. But Sonic-kun's still getting, I guess, the favorable end of this trade here. Still has a life lead, still keeping the pressure up, but yeah, Sonic-kun finally able to find their footing and just trying to make something happen here.
Okay, oh my god! Actually was able to armor through the kick there, but that's insane. Jesus, okay, I mean that would have worked if you had a bigger DP. I don't know what he was cooking.
I think we're too attuned to the mortal plane to understand what E2 Deku thinking in his head, and all I can really say is I understand. I don't understand, but I understand.
Yeah, that was interesting decision. I mean, I understand not wanting to just pop resonance and let Sonic-kun have like free reign, but like I don't know if like that was what you wanted to do.
Yeah. New game, a new lease on life, I suppose, but nice air-to-air by E2 Deku with the JB. Delayed overhead as well. Looking good so far, but unfortunately dropped combo, but E2 Deku able to get another one. Already putting Sonic-kun's heart in the ring.
Yeah, gonna be bursting out of the situation. Actually wasn't able to make that burst there, and gonna be paying for it with that cross-up. Sonic-kun gonna be getting this corner position and a nice chunk of change too on the Ruby, and gonna be on the Yang too. Did the wrong throw, but gonna be maybe going corner almost.
Good call on the active switch, but unfortunately not going to kill just quite yet. Another raw tag in for Yang. I feel like I saw a 5B right there, but Sonic-kun ready in the matchup, and usually starting a lot of their pressure screens with a like low, just to catch out whenever Yang is trying to press their 5B specifically.
Yeah. And this game was looking so good for E2 Deku, and all it took was one hit from Sonic-kun's side, but gonna be getting a hit on the S in turn. This could be the start of something quite scary. Ooh. Oh my god, she almost died.
Good navigation as well, and I like the response of Sonic-kun because I feel like a lot of people usually get spooked and try to up back in the corner, but Sonic-kun ready for it. But unfortunately, they're paying for it with S super bleeding right now, and heart is probably going down here.
Yeah, DHC avail. Interesting, didn't try to go for the kill. That from that health total with the enhanced super, that definitely would have killed with DHC. But we're gonna be just playing a equal life total here, and was successful on the burst. A risky play paying off, but no, it's commentator's curse.
Oh no, try to go for another 5B there, it looks like, and it's all up to solo Ruby. Definitely doable, but not like that. Chasing down with the homing, and Sonic-kun up 2-1.
Yeah, there's been a lot of just like interesting decisions being made on E2 Deku's side, to say the least. And I don't know if there's just misinputs going on, or they're just like they don't believe in a lot of stuff that they should be, but like this is some like uncharacteristically like unconfident gameplay coming out from E2 Deku.
Well, can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
I want to say like it's hard to see what's going on because we're seeing like a little bit of a slower like pace of game with E2 Deku in some scenarios, but it's just like the best way I can put it is that like we're not seeing some of like the usual like confidence from E2 Deku like in these matches so far. Granted, they did get a game on the board, but it's just I feel like there's a little bit of like hesitancy and like a little bit of lapse of judgment in a couple moments that are just sealing their fate sometimes.
see if they can adapt here. Oh, that was a nice shark over. Was able to bait the burst too with the DP. Corner positioning cannot convert off that. It hits the super as well. Deku going to be getting out of the corner. That part's true. And Armor's through that situation. He will be actually getting into the corner, baits the burst too. This has been some interesting sequences, but Deku coming out on top here.
Just keep it simple. A nice 9.9k. All the solo S definitely doable. I feel like with the right starter, it's a 2-to. Oh no.
Man.
I swear, I do not control fate.
You're in trouble now.
We're commentators.
Yeah, but good. Oh no.
Oh my god, that was unfortunate. Deku suddenly a little uncomfortable here, gonna be getting that life back. This is still potentially a one-touch for S here, but got all that life back. Not gonna be a super big resonance, but crosses up. Gonna be putting Yang into the red zone here. Does not have enough damage to kill. Gonna be going for the Oki. Goes for the overhead, and that should be a kill here. As Sodokun gonna be taking it 3-1 over Deku.
Yeah, just I like what Sonic did right there. You know, instead of like cashing out a super right there with the meter that they did have, they just went for an Oki situation because regards of like. They were in that weird pocket spot for Deku, fortunately, where Super wouldn't have killed. So, you know, just save the meter for something cheeky that they could do, and, you know, it worked out because they went for the instant overhead. You can get a neat little combo with that, with, like, SJB into J226C, and it worked out in their favor, and they will be moving on to Winners Finals.
It was still a very close match overall. I just felt like something was going on with Deku. There was that hesitancy, and I don't know if it was just like the heart kind of spooked them out, but like definitely some uncharacteristic decisions. You know, going down the loser side. Hopefully able to climb back up, but we will see. Though next up we will be having Hachi versus Serene Smile. This is I've gotta have seen this matchup once before, but like it's not ticking in my brain
It's like,
that I've ever actually seen it.
I'm fairly confident that this has happened before. But can I tell you where and when? No.
Yeah, it's I don't know why. It just seems so unfamiliar.
Get ready.
But Hachi gonna be sticking with the Carmine, and Serene Smiles still playing Tank Taker.
Yeah. You know, we're an hour in. The nihilism is kicking in, perhaps. So Serene rocking this team, and you know, Hachi. I know they've like dabbled with this team quite a bit in the past. You know, they just want to bring it out in these moments. So far in the set.
I'm kind of curious about how Carmine Gordo really operates as a team, because like Carmine's just like type of character that usually is the one to facilitate others, and Gordo is not usually the character being facilitated. So like I don't know what it has, but I mean it's got Carmine in it. How bad could it be?
Yeah. We're seeing Carmine put in a lot of work so far. Flash combo going in, Gordo, a healthy Gordo coming in, but a good burst. Just to say, get off me, I don't want to deal with this pressure. Good DP as well. Conditioning.
Yeah.
The sniper with a 5P.
Yeah, that Taker's quite bleeding here. I don't know. Really? He's dead for that. Just a casual grab on Azabare? I think he might still be dead.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just 2 supers on deck. Just oh no.
No, keep it meter positive.
Getting clipped. Tried to press probably an armor 2A right there, but just got stuffed. You are playing with fire, good sir.
I mean, Tank does have a fire move.
Yeah, but we'll not have to deal with that. We'll have to deal with electricity and magnetism. Oh my goodness!
He mashed his Tager.
Something.
Like he mashed his Tager and it wasn't grab. I'm so surprised.
Like, you know, it could have been any button that like Serene Smile was pressing at that point. I want to say like outside of grab, but like probably 4A, but like don't quote me on that.
Look, they were like, he's gonna respect me because I'm playing Tager.
No,
he's not gonna press button. It's like no.
If you see, there's like a point, there's a certain point where, you know, you ask why things happen, especially when Serene is playing, and at a certain point you just accept it. You'll get there eventually. Why did he forward tech into mash?
I don't know.
I trust the process, whatever that may be. Oh my god, they went for the weak one, but unfortunately, a good DP by Hotch. What is going on?
Why is this working?
The laser super, unfortunately, wasn't able to punish, but
he's almost dead.
Oh my god, that, you know, there is a little bit of an invul like when you tag in and tag out a character, so like that was unironically a perfect like application of that, because like just being able to like raw tag can get you out of some like sticky situations.
Use responsibly.
Yeah, use very responsibly. Thankfully, it's no marvel where if you just tag and someone blocks it or whatever, like the character you brought in is just dead. But yeah, it's a lot more forgiving. Oh my god, that was a clean contest, but a lost blitz take for it.
He's mashing his Tater still. Can he get the Astral off this? I probably can. Oh no, it's too scaled.
Too scaled? Oh no.
Oh, there it is.
It's okay, Serene. I know you still want to play Tager Tank. We are not operating on permadeath Astral rules, so you can continue to play them. My treat, man.
That's like saying, like, here, have some complimentary water at a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this is the norm, but thanks, I guess.
Yeah. Look, someone paid for that water.
Yeah. It wasn't me.
Me neither. Game 3?
PSA. Be nice to your waiters, guys.
Yeah. You know, Carmine is definitely not someone to be kind to people working in customer service. Serene looking good in the corner right now, getting the pressure up. Raw 660 worked out. Good DP. Yeah, there's a good amount of just like a cancel window after like just a hell 5A mistake. And was able to get a DP afterwards. But Carmine getting a good chunk of health back.
Alright, yeah, we're throwing mids out.
I can't believe that worked.
I can't believe that worked either. I think that's close to democratic. Can Carmine absorb health from Tager? I feel like they haven't been able to.
I don't believe so, but a nice whip punish with that half screen 2C. Let's say Not going to be dead just quite yet, but it's definitely going to be very close. Oh no.
Oh, he's gone. Alright, I've seen this situation before, but not with the tank.
But just trying to keep Carmine away. Yeah, those EX pinwheels are just... They're just going to cause problems here in this situation. Unfortunately, Hachi's getting health back while Serena's losing it, and... Damn.
Ah, yes.
Optimal?
I mean... We'll go with that.
Optimal mental damage. Actually, you know what? Serena's mentally untouchable.
I'm convinced, like, he got hit on the head as a child, and he told the floor, like, nah. I don't got brain damage, you have brain damage.
Yes. Yeah. Serene will be going down to the loser side. Still have a little bit of a road ahead of him, but Hachi is sitting pretty winners finals, or they'll be going against Sonic-kun. But we will be moving down into the loser side of the bracket, where we'll be seeing Monkey versus Moontide up.
Yes.
Yeah, Monkey still rocking that Carmine Batista, and Moontide. I feel like, well, I do. So Moontide's going back to, I feel like, a more quote unquote like patented team from them, the team that I remember them most for, with the Kanji Naoto. But they do also have, as far as I know, they also do have like a Ragnar Naoto S, if I remember correctly. But I feel like this team is more like their comfort level and speed.
Yeah.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Jesus, that was the nicest backdash I think I've ever seen in my life.
A good team to get them off. Not a huge amount of damage, but yeah, Moontide's still looking good. But unfortunately, that since they were just in such close proximity to each other, regardless of like who was on front and on screen, yeah, someone was getting clipped by that.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting out that Shirogane too, just making sure that she does not die. Carmine has not gotten a chance to absorb a lot of health, so they've actually been taking a lot of damage, and that might prove to be fatal here. Yeah, calls in, and that's for Carmine.
Oh, Kusolo Batista. Yeah, definitely still doable, but definitely doable. Yeah, like for a second it was like, oh yeah, Monkey only has Solo Batista, it's not going to be like super great for them, but unfortunately not working out. Is that curtains?
Did they mean to do that?
I want to say in good faith that they may have like tried to like step back or go for a grab, but they accidentally did a 2-1-4 or something. But yeah, I'd say for a lot of characters when you go for Hamaon with Naoto S, is that there is a decent amount of like recovery on it. Not like not a huge amount, but there's enough to punish it in like a lot of those situations, like the one that Moontide unfortunately put themselves in. It was able to be punished.
Yeah. It also has no info, so I'm pretty sure you can punish it with a normal on reaction.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not too phased by it, but unfortunately that's not the best way to start this match. Monkey looking good, going for a nice empty jump low. That's
she's almost gone. Wow, another use of using that raw type for invul. I thought Carmine almost died, but Kanji might actually with this combo here.
I don't think just yet. Yeah, like I believe Monkey would very much appreciate some help. Nice 12k, wake up super, get off me, not a real safe jump. Moontide not looking the greatest so far, but yeah, it's not looking too great right now.
It doesn't work, It doesn't work, Cutter!
Yeah, it looks like they were wanting to get some pressure on the board right there. Going for the nice 5AA combo, but unfortunately not working out. Good delayed DP working out, but Batista, what are you doing? Good DP through the gap. But a good wake up super to counter that.
I was still in the follow-up attack range. I thought it wouldn't do the follow-up. Only level 1 resonance, but 1 tap for almost anyone involved. Oh.
But Eric's yet put the raw super!
I'm surprised there was no cross combo call for that.
Do they have a meter to do so?
I
wasn't paying attention.
They did, yeah. At least I'm pretty sure they did. Maybe. So there is a small amount of time where you can't call CC while the assist is coming in, and that might have been the case.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Go caster.
Get ready.
There's soda involved.
Hot.
I agree.
I could use soda right now. Actually, that's a lie. I need food.
Oh god. I hope there's food waiting for you after this.
Oh, there is. There's like I have a leftover French dip.
Nice.
That is the second nicest freaking backdash I've ever seen in my life.
And this is a team that's more monkey speed. I feel like in some of their main teams, they usually run Gordeau Susanoo, but unfortunately Moontide is just on a tear right now.
Yeah. Ever since that happy birthday happened, it ain't been looking so hot. Yeah, he's gone.
All up to Solinar Kami. Does have a mark on them. Did not put us to DP. Oh no, the trap!
Oh, that could have been a kill confirm if they're ready for another DP coming out. I mean, like, it doesn't even matter about the mark at this point. This is definitely one touch, but might be making some progress on killing this Shirogane off. Potential one touch situation. Did not believe in the J though.
Yeah. Good DP. Yeah, unfortunately not high enough to get the. Even though it was a counter, not enough to get the follow up afterwards. Trying to call out right there, but unfortunately not working out. Monkey
dying.
Yes. Moontide looking good so far. Taking that very convincingly against, Monkey probably needs to warm up a little bit with, even though this is probably one of their main teams, they just, they need to have like maybe a game and a half to like shift things over back to how they normally operate.
Yeah, hopefully not get happy birthday.
Yeah. Because at that point, it was just ultimately sealed their fate because they had the marks on and everything. It was just, regardless of what they do, it was a two-touch situation.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. You're gonna be swapping over to the Susanoo Gordeau, a very explosive team. Does not necessarily have happy birthday protection, so gotta avoid that still. But I mean, I think overall the team comfort's gonna be there. And I think just being able to kill off the Shirogane, like, basically in 2 touches is gonna be a huge asset.
Yeah. It keeps working.
I mean, they don't know meter for this push block anymore, so... she's gonna be a hurting unit, though.
Yeah. We were talking about two-touch for a moment, but, like, I feel like Susanoo is basically just a two-touch character because of how insane that damage output is.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, she's on! Not anymore! That 2B hits high up.
Yeah.
Can he build enough meter for... I mean, it's a one-touch game right now.
Yeah. I think they just want to keep the Naoto out just so that they can have that in the pocket just in case of unfortunate scenario where Kanji goes down here, if that's the timeline, and we might see it.
Yeah, Gordeau does quite a bit of damage, but not enough that 2 bars is on deck, but goodbye.
Yeah.
Gonna toss him away. 2 bars still available, though, coming in. One touch. Wow. He's dead.
Yeah. And I think we just saw like a just textbook definition of just like character comfort and proficiency right there.
Yeah, they're all like, damn, I lost my Susanoo, let me just gap.
Yeah. You're looking good so far, and you know, it's just another scenario of
Get ready.
you know, Gordeau has definitely fallen off on the tier list and definitely got his lost his body from the knee down. But you know, with players like Monkey around, with the perseverance that they have, you shouldn't sleep on them.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, Gordeau might got his legs crippled, but it's been like 7 years. Like, you regain some function over time.
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay, no. I think Monkey thought that there was a cross-up.
Oh, another good Beyond Active Switch? I think they're just going to let Susanoo die here. I mean, we've been down this road before.
Yeah. Bruh.
We've been down this road before.
Oh, nice throw bait, no follow-up though. I mean, he doesn't have to worry about a mark, so this is a true two-touch.
Good so far.
Okay. Ooh. We're putting a break to things, and if he busts it out with that command grab, going to be putting Gordeau into that red zone. Might just be dead, actually.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's a...
No!
Oh, no. Yeah, there's a couple players that I feel like just have a proficiency with a, like, terrifying character. I feel like for Texas Bucky, unfortunately not going to come...
No, that's not a hit!
Shotgun whip! 2B whip! Oh, no.
You can only gap for so long.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Monkey will be bowing out here in Moontide, taking it in a very close set, 3-2 over.
Yeah, they're a little closer than I think, like, judging by the way the matches were playing out, than like anyone would have expected. But like, yeah, you know what? Good on Moontide for getting those adaptations and winning, but like, good on Monkey for like bringing it back almost like 4 times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right back. These hunger pangs are killing me, and I need something.
Yeah, go get a snack. Looking good so far in this bracket. We're still in losers round 3. Well, we'll be having Guzman versus Burnt Bread coming short. Again, I'd like to remind the people at home, we do have a Matcherino, exclamation point, Matcherino, Master Cheap Macchiato, we got a bunch of those in chat. We'll bring up the Matcherino. You can donate any amount that you'd like. All of that will be going to top 3 tonight. It will be distributed properly. And all you have to do is hit that contribute button and sign through a multitude of ways and donate as much as you like with a lot of payment options available to you. We will we'll move along shortly. I'd imagine the rules are still in place, that Master Chief will read out the comments, provided that it doesn't get him cancelled. I will also partake in this whenever possible. So if you want me to say something right before Weighted Fate, you know, it's there. Ogre is out today. It's never Ogre.
Again, just a reminder, yeah, anything you leave, comments, as stated by E30, any comment you leave with your contribution is read by me, so long as it doesn't get me canceled. Take advantage of this, ladies and gentlemen.
You may not get another chance. We'll be moving on. Guzman versus Burnt Bread.
Get ready.
Guzman going back to their main squeeze, and Burnt Bread staying on this team that's worked out super well for them.
Oh, I'm back.
What'd you get?
Can't escape from crossing
Atkins is not gonna like it. I had a mint chocolate swear.
Oh no. You might have summoned him. But moving on. Nice anti-air from Burnt Bread, but wasn't able to get a full combo on, unfortunately, but they are just scrambling right now.
Yeah. Ooh, nice shark over, but no full conversion. Gonna be trying to get something happening here. I'm not sure what, but Burnt Bread gonna be firing back. Got that hit with the Rachel. Gonna be getting this corner combo into the George. Yeah, we've been seeing this all night, and it's been absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. So being another punish, and you know, Yang isn't exactly getting out of this unscathed, and that's just off of a burst punish. 7.6k. Where is Igus?
I don't know, but I'm okay. I mean, I guess that was a choose who you wanted to die situation, but kind of surprised that Guzman decided to do it with the Ruby here, but I mean, it's working out.
I feel like between the two characters, it's a little more stable. I know Yang's more explosive, but I feel like Ruby has the stability to, you know, be a little more reliable in some of these scramble situations. I mean, you know, that's a good example of, like, it was a good call out of Ruby because of those backwards hitboxes on her JG.
What a dumb character. Yeah, all that shit gonna be putting Guzman into literally a one-touch zone, but, you know, gets that corner positioning here. This could be the start of something fantastic as they will be going for another combo. Yeah, gonna be getting rid of the super, put it into a one-touch situation. This is do or die.
Oh my god, what a swat out, and I was able to avoid the JC. But yeah, it's just a minefield right now. It just gets caught by the bullets. Burnt Bread taking it out with the skin of their teeth.
That was God, like Burnt Bread like was dominating with that with this comp, but like towards the start of the match it was a lot of like just random chip and everything like that, and it definitely almost came back to bite them there with how close that was.
Yeah. Yeah, excellent. It's like even though Guzman lost, there's some excellent decision making, and you know, from Guzman, but unfortunately wasn't able to close it out. It was, I feel like what ultimately sealed Guzman's fate was just the beginning of the match was just super explosive on their end, and just lost a lot of health and wasn't able to bring it back all the way. But yeah, pressure is on with Burnt Bread. It's out of the corner, and Guzman's just trying to find their way in right now.
Gonna be playing around with this Ruby. Almost got the punish there on that JC, but yeah, just gonna be playing super evasively. Guzman trying to keep him down, but it's just not working.
Looking good so far. Burnt Bread able to get a nice opening and a solid 7.7k onto the Yang. Switching into a more healthy Rachel, there is a decent chunk of red life on the Aegis, so not the worst idea. Putting Yang in a semblance and just keeping the pressure on, but a good DP out. But we'll be losing Yang to a wake up soup.
Alright, blocked the cross up, but could not quite block the 5C. This was the start of something pretty amazing here for Guzman the first time around, and it looks like that spirit ain't left yet, but this is looking a lot harder. The anti-air 5C. Why does Rachel have 3 anti-airs?
It's not fair. But yeah, good navigation by Guzman so far. Able to get a super, putting Ruby put Ice in one touch range, but that JC working out very nicely. But wasn't ready for the active switch.
Okay. Is that really more damage than just DHCing?
I'm not sure. I want to say no, because like I feel like it's heavily scaled, and I imagine Burnt Bread wasn't maybe didn't feel like they'd be able to get the DHC out in time because I guess it's 6P pretty late into that sequence as well.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Serene Smile with the expert opinion saying it's more fun, and you know what? I think I could agree with that. It does look more fun.
Yeah.
Can't
See,
escape from
Serene's a true expert here. Doesn't go like some people would say, oh, optimal. The most optimal way to play is doing the highest amount of damage, being able to play as efficiently as possible. But no, Serene's got the right idea. The most optimal way to play is having fun.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. Guzman's been very he's just been chasing after both of Burnt Bread's characters, and like it's just been too much. There's just too much projectile like bloat on screen.
Unfortunately, especially with Yang, it's not exactly like it's just super hard to deal with. Just because
Well,
you do have some ways to thread the needle just like that, but it does come with some risky implications, like you're using armor for your health. And there's a decent amount of reversal options that, especially Rachel can apply just to get out of situations. Semblance is active, but Guzman is one-touch range.
that I know what that was cooking, and I don't like what I just saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't have a way to keep this all burst safe. That was a dangerous place to burst. But gets the double overhead, gonna be killing off the Aegis, and probably gonna be killing off the Ruby as well. It looks like Guzman is gone.
Yeah. Burnt Bread having an excellent showing, like a lot of people. I feel like a good amount of people wouldn't say that Aegis Rachel is like the best pairing for like either side. Burnt Bread making it work very well. We're just seeing like some of what they could do in terms of lockdown, not only for Aegis but also Rachel, and it's just it's a terrifying look.
Yeah. I would not want to fight that team. That seems like ass. There's just so many projectiles on the screen. You gotta block like 30 different mixes at once. It's like, it's definitely I want to say it's definitely like one of those kind of like one-trick pony type teams where it's very much like it does one thing and it does it very well, mind you. But like, it's kind of a team that like operates in a way that can be very polarizing given the right matchups, and I definitely think that's part of the reason why you don't see it that often on either side. Mostly the polarization mostly comes to the Aegis, I would say. Rachel obviously is a fantastic like solo character, but just having the Aegis in the back is who can potentially either be the reason why you win or deadweight can make the team kind of iffy, I would say. But I mean, if you can operate it in such a way, you can maneuver with the characters in a manner that minimizes the amount of time that you have Aegis on screen, which is generally how Burnt Bread is playing. It's like, it doesn't really suffer from those problems.
Yeah. And it is coming to fruition very nicely. I forgot what their placement is at CO Taku, but I do remember they took out like some familiar names throughout the bracket in their run. So we have seen them quite a while. I know they've been shown to WNF for a little bit. I remember they did stuff with, what was the name of their? All I remember is that the abbreviation was HOC maybe.
House of Casuals?
Yeah, alright, House of Casuals. I was thinking House of Chaos for whatever reason. Yeah. I remember them like showing up quite a bit and participating in House of Casuals a lot, and I believe that someone from TMN is going to have to fact check me on this, but I feel like they've also been able to find a home in the TMN side of things, if I remember correctly. So, they've They've been doing very well so far.
Also, just want to let you all know during this brief intermission between games, we do have another contribution to the Match Arena, $10 from Texas Monkey, aka Monkey Smile, with the message of Slugma Orbs from with a hyphen denoting that it's a message from RN GGGGGGGG. Thank you for your contribution.
Yes. Also, we also have word from Dove that Burnt Bread is a Training Mode Network graduate, so they they're very solid player. I try and tune into Training Mode Network every now and then, and I know the tournament is catered primarily towards facilitating beginners and intermediate players, and they've shown that they're willing to put in the time and dedication to improve, get better and stronger, and they've shown up to a couple offline tournaments. They go to a couple net play turns around the board, and they're the fruits of their labor show. I don't for a lot of people, for the average tournament goer, there's no such thing as a game, and is no exception from that rule. There are some players I feel are just very in terms of the knowledge and the way they operate the game, they have potential to consistently make top 8s in a lot of net play tournaments and all. So as I mentioned before, TMN is a very nice place to facilitate your growth as a player.
This is not sponsored by Training Mode Network.
It is not.
But
I am not a shill. I am speaking from my observations.
I mean, maybe we should share them.
Yeah. And if I haven't said enough, thank you, Dove, for what you have done for the scene community. Very much appreciated. It looks like we'll be getting into it. Moontide versus Serene Smile. Yeah, I feel like this is a little bit of a clash too, because Moontide is also another Training Mode Network player, but Serene Smile has been around for quite some time, so it's I feel like it's definitely another situation of old guard versus new guard, I feel.
Yeah. That's honestly, that definitely seems like a Narukami player round start. Round start Zeokar, I feel that.
That's a mood. But yeah. It's getting little bits and pieces of damage here, but a good DP to get out of the situation. Good defense. Good throw bait as well, and Moontide keeping up the pressure as well. Serene Smile a little unready for it, and not breaking the throw either.
Oh god. He's going for the fancy stuff. Alright, yeah, just gonna be trying to... Very weird game. There's a lot of neutral being played, to say the least.
Serene Smile finding their way in. Nice defense on the active switch. Moontide trying to take things back in a nice 2B. This, Serene Smile hasn't really got, much of a chance to really employ some of the game plan. But, Narukami not looking the greatest right now, at about half health, and about a third at this point, and Yosuke getting hurt for the troubles as well.
Yeah, gonna be hitting that JC, and kind of a nice course correction there. Gonna be going in for the Moon Salt instead. This is dead Yosuke.
That's definitely choose a character at this point. Unfortunately, we didn't see a lot from Moontide's Yosuke, and Narukami is putting in a lot of work for this, for the majority of this round, and I feel like it was the right choice to let the Yosuke die.
Yeah, definitely between the two characters, Narukami is the more traditionally good, like, solo character. Unfortunately, got hit there. Gonna be wasting a good amount of this resident time bringing in the Rachel Frog. I don't know why I thought George was called Rachel. My brain's a little... I'm getting to that part of the night where I really should, like, be getting to bed, but, like... Oh, no, did it go dash out to the super? Oh, okay.
Okay, meter positive, and favored in Serene's Smile side, and oh god, just didn't see the George. That's so unfortunate. Serene's Smile able to just close it out.
I didn't even see where the George was.
I saw when Serene brought out George, but like I just don't know where his ass was.
Like,
Get ready.
that was just a George moment, to be honest. Like, it's no mistake that a lot of Rachel players decide to throw him up in the air, because like the way how the screen moves, it's like it makes it very like difficult for your eyes to just keep track of like where exactly he is, as opposed to doing it on the floor.
Yeah. Moontai getting a nice punish on the wall scene, but unfortunately, DP will get them to back off for a little bit. But yeah, now Serene's getting the best way to put it is their usual rotation done.
I'm surprised that bat didn't hit them, but like not gonna be getting a full conversion off the hit with the wall scene. Gonna be bringing in their Rachel, just trying to keep this Yosuke pinned down as much as possible. Very good patient play here, but gets hit by that 2B, and he is a hurting unit.
Start off with the knee, trying to go for a counter, but unfortunately got crossed up by the JA. Saying they're positive, just a little too far for that grab to connect, and it's all to solo Narukami. As we mentioned before, this Narukami was putting a lot of work, but it's just against a full health Rachel and a very healthy wall scene. It's definitely not going to be the easiest time for them, but they're just trying to find a way to go in, but just, you know, with the win stacks on Rachel, it's not exactly the best time or an easy time to go in.
Yeah, just trying to chase down the wall scene in the air. Gonna be getting that kill too. Serene Smile's got that level 4 resonance, but they might not need it as they will be dropping the combo. Tries to Zeodyne them out, but that should be a punish, yeah.
I can't believe that punished.
Really?
I mean, it's just like... of all things that I feel like Suri could have done is, like, I mean, granted it was the right play, but it's just... When I think of, you know, oh, let me punish this with Zeo, like Zeodyne. Let me go with Tempest Dahlia.
Get ready.
It looked goofy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that was definitely just the safe right play.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Just like, I don't think you would want to float into it to punish it, and like, wow, that was some Persona displacement moment. It broke and it's still comboed.
So keeping the pressure up, getting that nice active switch JC, and yeah, Yosuke, I feel like in the first time this set is getting a chance to play right now.
Yeah, doing just some traditional Yosuke shenanigans, being very evasive in the corner. Misses the super though, unfortunately. Wallstein will be putting down into the one-touch zone, but the Rachel still has to play. Not anymore though.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's real unfortunate because I feel like Moontide is at a little bit of a loss on like just navigating with Yosuke against the Rachel, and just unfortunately like in a situation like this, losing them pretty early on. But yeah, just using the meter, able to turn this into a 1v1 thankfully. Life totals are even, but Serene has a level 4 resonance, so they'll be getting some better meter regen and health regen on red health, so... But, Moontide looking good right now.
Yeah, just not believing some of these hits here. Tries to go for the crackhead JC, but like now you gotta play Rachel's game here and not opting to pop the resonance. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wants to wait for all this chip damage to come in, but it might come in a little too late as they chip into that one-touch zone and could not block the overheads, and that is a 3-0 victory for Serene Smile.
Unfortunately, at the end there, but that is the name of the game, especially with a level 4 Resonance Rachel. And yeah, just unfortunately, at the end sequence, just not working out. But Serene Smile will be moving on. We'll be going up against the winner of this next match between E2 Deku and Burnt Bread, but a good showing from Moontide, making, I believe, top 8 tonight. Excellent work, but that's unfortunately how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. Alright. Burnt Bread is going to be fighting another player. Hopefully they are still okay with fighting Yang Ruby, an entirely different beast, mind you.
And just don't let the conditioning get you too far ahead of the pack, because you know, they I remember the good old days of having the trinity of Yang players being E2, Deku, Guzman, and Max. They play the same team, but they have vastly different styles.
Yeah, well, Orax played Yang +1, and sometimes it would include Ruby. But the E2 Deku and Guzman definitely, like, I feel like those three make up like a trinity of just like Yang mindset. Like Guzman's the fullest head ass, and I feel like Orax is like probably the most methodical, and then E2 Deku's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
How does that make a trinity triangle, mind you? I don't know. Something's at the top. The top is the Ruby.
I feel like that's the that's effectively the constant between those three.
Yeah. Where's your alignment on the Ruby Yang scale? That's are you on head ass Ruby, like methodical Yang? Like what's I want to stop thinking about this. I'm way too tired.
Get ready.
I still need to take an exam after this. My brain is already fried.
Oh god, now we gotta make the INFP for being a Yang player.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
But going into it, let's see how Burnt Bread deals with another Yang Ruby.
Hopefully very carefully.
Good DP. Slowly making their way in and getting a good chunk or getting a nice 2.8k, but ideally not the most you can get with that character. But Burnt Bread is just, I really like the way they're playing this right now. It's just they're keeping their distance in certain opportunities, but then they're also finding their way in once they like have certain conditions. Like, you know, the bats are out and they force like someone to block string, or like they're just tracking someone. So I really like the way they're going about it right now, and it's working out well.
Yeah. DP, more like dead person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've reached the point with my energy where I don't know. You're gonna have to carry me out of here to freaking body bag. I'm dying.
Oh god. Alright, let's do this.
Ready.
E2 Deku, like, what I like what Burnt Bread was doing a lot in that match is just when there is just a quote-unquote safe way to approach E2 Deku, that's when they made their way in. And like E2 Deku was trying to approach whenever they could, or like whenever the opportunity arose, but just Burbred kept up enough of a wall for them to be able to avoid. But unfortunately, E2 Deku letting their momentum start up and getting a good chunk of damage on both of Burbred's characters, right?
Okay, trying to do something near the core with the cross combo, but that was a sequence of all time to say the least. Gonna be getting a hit on the Ruby. Unfortunately, drops it. Gets hit by the 6P as well. There's just so many drops going on here. This is unfortunate. No one can really get any momentum going, and it's led to this relatively even situation, but a nice bullet going to be getting some pressure, and we're just in and out.
Oh yeah, good punish as well, but unfortunately, no. That's a dead eye gets provided that this doesn't drop. It's keeping it stable. Oh wait, that actually both of them are dead.
Oh yeah. Damn, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting that to actually like kill, but like 11k. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, and we're just showing some of the proficiency E2 Deku has with this team. I won't talk about the dark times where I've seen E2 Deku swap off this team, but this is their rider die.
Get ready.
And you know, this is a good showcase of just like, you know, Burbred is able to like play a little bit of a zoning game, but this is like the full effect of what happens with E2 Deku is able to.
Sorry, the feeling in my left arm, it's a little concerning right now.
Oh god.
I need to go, like, just get up and stretch at that, because that is not how my left arm is.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, E2 Deku looking good so far, and as I mentioned before, just, you know, we're seeing the fruition of like what E2 Deku is able to achieve when they're able to get in. They found the pattern, they found the methods to make their way in, and you know, I guess is a hurting unit. Rachel just took a couple of smacks to the face. Not looking super good for Burbred right now. And yeah, Rachel's going down, unfortunately, with that active switch. And just getting sniped out right there. Yeah, E2 Deku want to tear. They kind of woke up. They're getting comfortable, and yeah, they're on set point right now.
Yeah, that was just a very good 236A from Deku there to snipe out the Aegis. I mean, you know, granted, it's like something of, well, what does Aegis do from that distance?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like, you know, they try to jump out of the situation, and it's kind of just a good check overall, since there's not really much she could do from that like position. So, yeah, very good stuff.
And Burbred looks like they're going to try and take the offense to E2 Deku this time. Trying to create some space to just get a little bit of breathing room. Unfortunately, 4P gets sniped out, but it's looking good for E2 or Burbred right now in these opening moments.
And Deku tried to go for a TRM check with the throw, but just barely mistimed it. That situation. Armor. Ooh, armor not going to save you from lows, though.
And Burbred looking a lot more comfortable now. You know, they've woken up, pressure's on. The gang is coming in with 7-1 slow. So, you know, but a nice 4P of the gods, but thankfully a drop combo. But yeah, Burbred is still trying to put the pressure on, just moving forward.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was probably the best time to burst. If Deku did the other super, I think that might have caught the Rachel, actually.
It's a little weird because, like, I know there's like 3 different burst types in the game, so it's unfortunately a hard call. But thankfully, Yang is getting out. But unfortunately, Ruby was taking a punishing. But I'd say it's still a 2, at the very least, a 2-touch situation for the Ruby. And E2 Deku's keeping the defense up so far. No meter to try and super out a reversal.
Oh no!
We'll be losing the Yang for this.
Yeah, tried to burst in, but unfortunately, it's really hard to burst against Rachel. Did that corner steal?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Actually, I think because of the way Ruby was on incoming, it was maybe like she was slightly out of the corner. and that
Oh,
was
yeah,
just
she's like a
taken out.
pixel or something. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like this is still, well, I think a 2-touch game for E2 Deku at this point, to be honest.
Oh. Oh no! Tried to probably push block in that situation, but yeah, just a little bit too far for that to register, and going to game 5 between these two.
Too little, too late. And yeah, it was looking pretty dire for Burt Bread in those 2 games E2 Deku took, but you know, able to maintain their composure and brought it back really
Get
nicely.
ready.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, my
Well,
it's a bit sore.
fate.
My left arm, not a great sign, but I'm not dying. I don't think so.
Let's hope not.
So, yeah. Hopefully that comes to pass, but we're, man, we are going for the fences.
Burt Bread not looking too great in these opening moments. Gotta wake up super. Thankfully, E2 Deku was not ready for that burst immediately. But pressure's on Burt Bread, and it's not looking great for either of the characters right now.
Okay, that was a backwards hitting super. I'm gonna put into a sandwich situation too on the incoming, and could not block that. Is that the set?
Yeah, that's a set.
Okay.
Too bad.
E2 Deku taking it 3-2 over Burnt Bread, a valiant effort, but unfortunately, yeah, just E2 Deku was able to make the adjustments, and it just once they were able to get a form of like point of momentum, they just kept running with it and just didn't really give Burnt Bread a chance to really breathe. Because like in the 2 matches that Burnt Bread was did win, there was just a lot of moments where Burnt Bread was able to get set up and just was able to pick and choose their moments to go. But unfortunately, with E2 Deku, they were, as I mentioned, they were just able to navigate super cleanly through the minefield that was put up. Moving on into loser semis. But we will be moving on to winners finals, where we'll be having Sonic-kun versus Haji coming up.
I don't know if I'm just like forgetting, but this also feels like a matchup that I had. No, I've seen this matchup. I'm capping. I'm going insane.
It's okay.
I'm a little out of it. I'm gonna be real. God smited me with his.
Get
What?
ready. Get ready.
Huh? What is this?
Well, to be fair, I do remember Sonic-kun like also entertaining, like using Mika every now and then, just in like. I remember there's just, you know, the contingency of having a pocket character, especially in tournaments like the Big Eight.
Hmm.
Can't escape from
And Mika was the character of choice.
Okay. I thought I really was started hallucinating.
It's been a while since I've seen the Mika come out from Sonic-kun, but like it's a character that like they're not completely unfamiliar.
Okay. Yeah, like between the two characters, if Sonic-kun was gonna make a swap off, I definitely say they're more comfortable in the S. 5C. Are you gonna do it for a third time? No, he's gonna get DP'd out.
For the culture. Just using the big normals of wall scene just to try and keep S in this corner. And yeah, getting a good amount of damage. What's for breakfast? Man grab.
grab. What's for lunch?
Lows. Ankles broken. To the window, to the wall. Up to solo Mika now. And you know, granted, or naturally, since we're seeing a side character from Sonic, there's just a little bit of that unfamiliarity in terms of operating the team and the characters themselves. But you know, they are working through it. Akiko taking a good amount of damage.
He almost died. I mean, he's almost gonna die again if Hachi keeps on calling him out like this. Got that 2A punish. To be almost getting a combo. That should be a kill though.
Up to solo Akihiko. Definitely. I feel like with the right starter, it's a one-touch situation for both sides. But we'll see if Hachi is able to achieve that.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Astral's just a potential 2. Try to mash out something. I'm not quite sure, but don't go with this team. I've never seen them play before. Gonna be taking the first game.
Yeah. Nice work to them, and yeah, that's fully charged JB. Even if it's an air-to-air, like you block an air-to-air, you like Mika is hella plus after this part right now.
And she's also got a 5-frame button.
Yeah.
That's 5 frames.
What's her 5-frame note? Is it 5A or 2A?
5A.
That's 5 frames?
I mean, it looks 5 frames. I will say it like that.
Oh, my mistake. It's 6. My bad. I thought it was 5.
That's still
Yeah,
very good.
frames. Yeah, like 5 frames is like Ragna 4A or like Yosuke 4A.
Unfortunately, a little too far for that DP to connect, but just dash up command grab working out. Going for the low. I think that was a good call to just, you know, sacrifice some damage on the S, because I feel like with the proper routing and the fact that Hachi has 5 meter would have most likely been a kill on that.
TA gonna be getting that JC hit. Gonna get punished. Combo. That's all my brain can muster to say right now, apparently.
Okay. Sonic-kun going back to the, let's say the full screen game for a little bit. Just trying to keep Hachi at bay. Trying to articulate their next move, I believe. But getting a nice sound situation with the 5P. Fortunately, no cancel into something. But Hachi gets the better of the exchange. And I want to say that's a dead ass.
Yeah, unless there's like some mystical... Well, that should be a dead ass.
Being meter positive. Off the solo Mika. They were able to do it last time. Let's see if the magic can happen again. Oh god.
Yeah, we're gonna be putting a wall sign close to dead here. That DP punish might kill. That probably kills, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely dead. Back to the same situation. Although this time Akiko has comparatively the same amount of health as Mika right now. For Resonance is available for Hachi whenever they feel the need to pop it. A funny exchange right there, but yeah, just slowly trying to thread their way in on both sides.
Yeah, they gotta be really careful about how they maneuver around this, though. Okay. Those are gonna get punished. Yeah, at this life total, like, one good hit from Akihiko, and that should be it. But, like, Sonic-kun playing really well, just kind of maneuvering around Akihiko's stubby buttons!
Unfortunately, wasn't ready for that 2A confirm, but yeah, just the charged JBs and, like, like, some of the just raw Mika missiles that Sonic was doing has been working out pretty well. And, you know, oh
I can't believe
it! That's gotta be a brain destroyer right there. Just let it rip.
I was like,
That probably was like one of the biggest gambles you could have taken, because if Hachi did anything to avoid that, you were dead.
Yeah.
Honestly, they might have saw the blue flash and thought it was Mika missile. which like would make sense because like who would grab there?
Me.
Yeah, is this your fault, Chief? Did you
I
teach him
did
this?
not. I have not taught Sonokun how to play this character at all.
Coco Cat's.
If I did, they wouldn't have dropped that killing combo that they got before that situation.
To be fair, like that looked kind of hard.
It was
But
a
then-
B&B that they could have done.
It was the distance though.
Maybe it's just because I play the character. That's still like something you shouldn't drop.
Coco Cat's. She,
I
No,
don't think
she's
she's.
not
I don't think she's gone.
She was dead off of that, bro.
Look, guys. Actually, I probably shouldn't be here right now. I'm trying my best.
Look,
That was still 12k though. That was still a lot of damage. I don't blame
A
you.
lot. Alright, Mika's 18k. For some ungodly reason.
creature.
Strong girl. Look at those arms.
Those arms are indeed big.
The dumbest creature, even.
Lectura.
It's because she has no thoughts in her head. That means she doesn't feel pain as much.
You know how there's like subconscious receptors in your brain that like just like stop you from like breaking your bones or something. Like from what I heard, like I can't confirm or deny this, but like from what I like briefly read is that apparently like it's very easy to. It's very. Oh, I thought that I thought that was the last character. I'm sorry. Apparently, it's very easy to bite like through your finger like it's a Tootsie Roll, but your brain stops you from your brain subconsciously just stops you from doing that because it's just telling you, "Hey, dipshit, that's your finger."
Yeah. It's a literal. He's dead. We're talking here about like preventing yourself from doing bad things, and he just gets an astral.
Look, the reason why I bring that up is because Mika does not have that restriction when it comes to her physical well-being, and Sonic booking their ticket into winner's side of grand finals with a 3-0.
Was that 3? That was 3. Holy cow!
Oh, that was 3. Oh. I'm so brain plastic right now.
Okay, we still have. Is it like? We have like 3 more sets to go. Hang
I
in
don't
there.
know. I don't know if I could take it. There's too much BB tag.
God. Like if you actually have to go and sit down and get some food in you, then feel free to.
Maybe. I'm here. My brain's like, stop. We're talking about a survival response. My survival response is telling me to listen. My stubbornness is telling me no.
No.
This is why humans are the most fascinating creatures on the planet, because we do completely illogical things. Right now, I should be eating food right now, but my brain's telling me, nah, you don't know how to. You can wait, but my body is telling me you're an idiot. It truly is the humanity spectrum. That's me right now. That's me in chat.
All right. By the way, we have another contribution to the match. $15 from Orax. Oh, Luke. Oh, I see how it is.
Oh.
Okay. With the message of, I'm still waiting for Chief to beat my speedrun records. All right, buddy, you listen here, you little shit. After this weekend at Awaited Fate, I'm gonna have time. You better You better be ready. You better be ready to see yourself kicked off of first place.
Why are you guys speedrunning?
BB tag survival.
Oh, okay. How do you speedrun a survival? Is it just like first to...
You just do it. Yeah, you just do it. Like first to like 5, 10, and 15 are the categories.
Okay. You should do a speed run to see for BB tag survival until you have to do the mirror match. Theoretically, you have a equal chance of getting it both, so it's fair.
I think I've gotten a mirror actually like once, but I've gotten a lot of cursed teams.
Oh god.
Let me tell you.
Look.
Spirit of Koga ruined one of my runs. I'll just say it like that.
I'm killing him.
Oh god. Look. I like for first to speed run till you run the mirror is interesting, but like, do you really want to play another gacha? Do you really want to roll the dice again?
I mean, have you seen most speedruns? There, a lot of them are energy focused, anyways.
That's true. Ichizaku looking super good. Got a nice CRM with that combo, and unfortunately just let the DP rip again. And Ichizaku looking very well in these opening moments of the set. Serene Smile hasn't really gotten a huge opportunity to try and make things happen. And God, I fucking hate that so much.
It's somehow worse than the burst missing completely, to be honest.
Like, I feel less upset about the burst missing completely. It's like, yeah, it's just definitely like a, yeah, fuck me, I guess, moment, but it's like, it's, with any other character, well, or like most other characters, it'd be a situation where it's like, hey, you know, I made the right decision, but because it's Yang's JB, it's like, oh, imagine being right but wrong.
Man. So anyways, this Waldstein's pretty low. No 5C?
Fortunately, the good old classic 2B match did not work out, and Ichizaku taking the first game.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to my survival instincts. I wanna get some food.
Yeah, that's for the best.
I'm dying.
We have a commentator that is dying. Hey people, this may seem like we are employing people that are in less fortunate situations, but we promise that they were healthy when they joined this call. Hey, nice happy birthday off of the beginning. Ichizaku looking good in this also second opening. Just as per usual, the name of the game with Ichizaku is do not let up.
Absolutely. No, it's just definitely keep that offense going because they put all of their stats into it.
Yeah. You know, like, I feel like if you could alter stats in BB Tag, Ichizaku would definitely be paying like a very glass cannon build.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think like Ichizaku has one of those like anomalies where like they play like hella rushdown in this game, but they like play like a patient like sniper or marksman rifle in a shooter?
I mean, see, that's what I do.
Like, I'm in the same boat because I play rushdown, but like I play like head ass rushdown, but I play greatsword in monster.
I mean, unironically, like you can ask like Lind, Atkins, Shout out to Bird Gang, who was on the receiving end of it as well. Like, yeah, you can ask multiple people. Like, I just snipe your head off clean in Halo if you let me.
Yeah.
But you know, I play the characters I play, which, you know, it's not all about precision. It's just about killing you. Face full of buckshot equivalent, essentially.
That's a good point. I just...
Which, to be fair, I guess I do really like shotguns too. So, I mean, you know, I play shoddy snipes a lot. So, it's kind of a mixed bag, but mainly like the sniping, yeah.
Yeah, like, normally in most games, like, I'm usually, like, close range and, like, relatively quick characters. Or just, like, faster paced characters, really. But, like, for whatever reason, like, I'm a great sword player in Monster Hunter.
Sometimes it just happens, you know. Sometimes you find something that you really click with that you just wouldn't think you would until you, like, you know, do it, and it's just like, oh, huh, that's interesting.
Like, I understand why, because, you know, it's like it ultimately it comes down to like nothing will make me feel the way that I do when I hit a clean critical TCS hit. Nothing in the world.
That's me
And,
with
like,
hammers, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
no,
it's
I get it. I get it.
it's the dopamine rush, really. But it's just like, like, but just like in concept on how like the weapon is supposed to be played. It's like, oh, you're supposed to play patient, you're supposed to learn the matchup and like learn patterns. But it's just like that's not me on a normal basis.
Sometimes you just want to, you know, sometimes you just want to do it, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to go for it, and it's definitely the playstyle we're seeing encapsulated here. Ooh, oh man, just unfortunately, sometimes you do have to play that patient side. Sometimes you do have to know when to pump the brakes, and Serene Smile is putting up stop signs aplenty at these intersections.
And they're up 2 games right now. You know, like Yitu Deku was not letting up for the majority of those games, but just Serene Smile able to just put up a wall and just making sure that Yitu Deku can't operate under their normal, like, comfortable situations.
Get ready.
Yep, and I'll have to see how things go in this potentially final game. This is a set point for Serene, and oh my god, look at all that.
He still won!
That's crazy. Look at all that reward.
Nice 8.6k on both of the characters and a command grab read. There's a decent amount of damage on the wall scene. Still keeping the pressure up with a good DP to put the brakes on that forcefully. And Serene Smile able to just put that wall up again. George in the background trying to make something happen. Oh, that was a nice reset as well.
Oh no! Oh, okay. I was anticipating like maybe a super or something right there.
Yeah. Serene Smile able to reset a little bit. Slowly trying to make their way in. Cross up, but Yitu Deku gets good blow and ending the combo a little early. Just keep it burst safe with a good DP.
Oh, you're dead. Oh, should have been dead.
Oh no! That's so unfortunate!
The hitbox extension from the Rachel actually let Deku go through that DP. Oh man. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Serene.
Damn. Game 5. You know, quick side note, contributions from Bomba Chunga. Thank you for the $15.01 for the comment. I like uneven amounts.
Oh, you're just a harbinger for chaos. I love it.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Deku, Serene Smile, final game of the set. One will be staying home, the other will be staying home, but also staying in the bracket.
Oh, tried to go for a cheeky reset there, but no dice on Serene, just letting it play out.
But so far, Serene Smile just trying to make the way in, trying to make up the life deficit. Trying to go for a burst safe route.
Oh, tried to burst in to maybe catch the active swap, but a little bit too late there. Gonna have to hold this mix. Good PB out of that.
I know Serene Smile is just trying to put the pressure on, but it's just, I'd say life totals are slightly in each, life totals are about even now. And, yeah, Serene Smile is starting to just pile on that life lead.
Ooh, the TRM. Rare throwing the grappler there.
Just a little too early on that.
Ooh. That was devious, I ain't gonna lie.
There's some really, like, just cheeky setups that E2 Deku can employ. And, yeah, just cash out immediately into Super. Hopefully Yang backs off in time. And you get the DHC and solve the solo Rachel. Definitely doable with level 4 Resonance, but it's just, you know, E2 Deku is not letting up, and we're seeing that right now.
Right, Rachel with meter.
What will she do?
Oh no, the George. Oh no, the chip. Oh, look at all that chip damage. Oh no.
And the pressure on,
You
good
get hit
defense.
once, over. Yeah.
You blocked the first two,
but, yeah.
but you didn't block the next two.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you can say good defense all you want, but Rachel will open you up.
Yeah.
Oh no! Reset. Good tech on the throw. This is do or die. Oh, not dead yet.
I wasn't able to follow up after that, but George did play. But a good TRM, and yeah, just keep it simple. 5A into Super, and Serene Smile making the comeback.
To think I was actually looking forward to this. So sad.
Insane set from these two.
That was some excellent work, but unfortunately, E2 Deku will be bowing out here. Serene Smile moving on to losers finals to face off against Hachi again. This is a run back.
All right. And yeah, we are in losers finals. This is top 3. So each of these players will be fighting for bigger and bigger shares of that Manchurino bracket pot tonight.
This at $50.01 will be evenly distributed about these to these 3 players. It's just a matter of who's getting what.
All right. And with that, we're off to the races here.
The torch is lit.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Serious versus Hachi deciding to run the walled mirror this time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's interesting to see the Waldstein from Hachi. Usually we're seeing the Yumi pick with the Hagihiko, but maybe going back to their roots a little bit. This is a team that they played for a very long time, actually.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of you know, going back to the old ways a little bit, and also just, you know, like there are some times where you're just not feeling your main team, which is completely understandable with, you know, how varied it is with this team, and, you know, sometimes some matchups can be a struggle, and that really gets you. So sometimes going back to your roots to eventually come back to your main team to get a better perspective on how to operate is never a bad thing.
Hachi trying to go for a single hit dive there to combo, but not working. Waldstein does, you know, his size does kind of change things a bit with that combo setup.
Good.
Defense. I was gonna say you gotta deal with Waldstein here, and you're letting him get meter, and you're doing Rekkas. You're insane.
Serene Smile keeping the pressure up in the corner right now. Didn't clip low that time. Baits the burst as well, but unfortunately not a full combo, but it's okay. The drop shin select. Good so
Oh
far.
no! Gets it. Oh. Tries to mash out of the situation, but no dice once again. Oh man, you gotta guess for your life. Guess correctly. Insane.
Good DP. Oh no.
Oh no! That's big. That
Yeah.
dramatically evened everything out.
And just like that, it's a 1v1 slight life favor in Serene Smile's side, but this is just a one. Oh, I think it's a one-set situation on either side, really, at this point. And he close to that, and it was that a,
Yeah.
that looked like just a throwbait EX dive right there.
Hey,
Hachi
sometimes
taking
you
it back.
Sometimes you just gotta do it, right? Like sometimes you just gotta go for it. I'm honestly surprised. It was counter hit. I think maybe Serene probably tried to use Baden Lily.
Yeah.
Maybe. Either way, very, very good stuff to Hachi for bringing it around. I mean, it was looking dire, and then the happy birthday happened, and I was like, oh, it's party time.
Yeah. And Hachi showcasing like, you know, there's a lot of people that like just have like that one character that they're effectively known for, and Hachi's Akihiko is definitely that character for them. And you know, there's a phrase that I use a lot for a particular player. I feel like Hachi can be in that category of you left the monster alive. But Walstein is you know, putting in a lot of work right now, to say the least.
You know, take the throw, Daigo. It's definitely what I saw. Oh my god! I hate that move. I hate that super so much.
I hate this goddamn creature.
Man, I really am getting into character, huh? Considering who I usually play.
Yeah.
Oh, finally jumps over the command grab.
Tried to snipe something out, but unfortunately there was nothing there for them. Crispy 2C, but unfortunately didn't work out. But a counter JA will be getting bursted out over the but neutral will resume.
Is this neutral? Do you call this neutral?
No, but I'm calling it neutral anyway.
These are real footsies we're seeing here. Look at this!
Look,
Oh my god!
Look, I love spreading misinformation. Serene 720 that as well, I think.
I believe it. Oh, gets low with no dice, but gets the overhead as well. And yep, you can follow up with 2A after that, on especially on certain characters anywhere, but in the corner primarily.
I'll try to weave through it, but unfortunately, just dove right into. Oh my goodness! All right, this is a 5-5 matchup.
Oh no! Oh no! You got one chance. You got one chance here. That's all you can
have
do.
resonance.
Finally activates it. I mean, it's a better situation, but only marginally.
Hachi, you pre-ordered that Jollybean Android, right? Right?
The weight of your sins holding you down.
Look. All I'm saying is that that is a legal requirement for our people to have one.
Identification.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
okay.
Well, look, all I'm saying is that like we will check your house probably like a month or two afterwards, and if you don't have it on the shrine next to Jesus Christ, we will take away your Lumpia card.
I think that might be all the motivation that Hachi needs. Yo, the stagger? The Waldstein stagger pressure? More likely than you think?
I don't know why, but it just looks so goofy just seeing a wall singer. It's been so long since I've seen one.
You know, the first time I ever saw Under Night gameplay was between Waldstein and Merkaba.
Oh,
Two
God.
of the biggest characters in the game. And it's just so goofy seeing like quote-unquote footsies like that.
like, I just love it how like on round start, like if there's a wall scene mirror, they just like overlap each other because of how
It's so
big their
stupid,
sprites
it's
are.
great.
It's just like, man, like you're already hitting each other before even the round starts.
Oh, the George. Yeah, no, you gotta deal with that.
Right into George's, I don't know.
Shocking embrace.
Yeah.
I know you were going to say like arms to a degree, and I was like, I don't know if that works.
I was like, I don't know, leg maybe, but
Oh man.
wait, Hachi not looking super good right now. And back to the wall mirror.
You know. Oh
What?
no!
That lost? This
I'm
character
so shocked
sucks!
I lost. I actually thought that would win.
Yeah, same here.
Oh
Don't lose it. Don't lose Big Boy. Oh no, you're going to lose Buff Boy. Oh no, you lost Big Boy.
I mean, they're both buff when you think about it, really.
Yeah. Oh,
No, that's
Hachi,
terrifying.
no. Okay.
That's actually terrifying. Holy cow. DP, you won't. Oh my god, you did. Oh, and the counter hit.
Oh, anti-air.
Oh my god.
Serene on set point.
Don't make me waste any more time.
Oh my god, dude. I'm okay. I'm shocked how all of that started because Waldstein like dash forward grab just lost. Why did that lose? That had no right to lose.
Look,
Get ready.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Wall
You know-
scene. Oh, it's a.
Go ahead.
Wall scene mirrors are why we can't have nice things.
I don't know. That looked pretty fucking hilarious to me. I think that was pretty nice.
You have a point.
Oh my god.
I can't believe
Oh
your
my
wall scene is
God.
fucking dead.
Waldstein's gone, dude.
Look at that.
Where'd your
18K?
goddamn life go?
It went to Narnia, dude.
What the hell happened? It was 12 in-game seconds. Oh my god! Holy shit, Scoop!
Look, man, Luffy privileges you something you don't fuck around with.
I think on Hachi's end the stream was on a time delay, and then like it got to whenever you said privileges might be revoked.
Look, I remember there was like a WNF probably like mid 2024 where like I threatened to take Hachi's Lumpia card away and he won the tournament.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
No, we'll see if that comes to fruition here. I mean, I think Serene. No, what am I saying? Serene's not going to be careful about doing that again. Look at that. Oh,
That was-
my god. That was.
Yeah, I think I would have just given up on blocking at that point. I don't know what side that was on.
I'm just saying right now, I would have blocked that.
Yeah. Hey people, that was an over mid.
Today we'll be teaching you where your home is. It's the corner. What's that clash?
We'll be employing the frogs and the bats to make sure you stay in that corner because that is all you know
my
and
God.
all you will ever have. And that is a
Dead
man
Waldstein
past his
again?
prime that is dead on the ground.
God, the enhanced version of this super is so fucking brutal, dude.
Look, I don't know about you, but I think like Wald 214C is more brutal than his super.
I mean, his normal super, yeah, but his enhanced super, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Sweet Smile has to make something happen here, but all this chip on wall scene is proving to be a little bit of an issue for the old man here.
You know, crazy observation to make in the midst of, you know, this intense set. I realized Waldstein doesn't have any kicks. I mean, I know what kicks would he have considering, you know, a man of his build, but I just realized that.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, you gotta keep those Timberlands clean.
I mean, Seth does have a point. He does have pretty stubby legs.
Yeah. Like, this is what happens when you put all, like, points into one, like, stat.
Absolutely.
And Hachi wins this. He gets to keep his Lupia privileges for another day. We will be moving on to Grand Finals for having Sonic-kun back up in a run back that was from the winners final. Lumpia privileges. For those that don't know, Lumpia is a Filipino-style egg roll. We take our business with Lumpia very seriously. And you know, just in case if someone gets the wrong idea, this is how it is spelled.
You know what? Speaking of that, I found out there's a Jollibee like 6 miles away from me.
You should go.
I probably should, shouldn't I?
Yeah. I will say this as a little bit of a frame of reference. I had this one buddy who was like, "Oh yeah, KFC best fast food chicken," and so me and another Filipino buddy, we took offense to that and said, "You need to try Jollibee." And naturally, he was like, "I doubt that Jollibee chicken is better than KFC chicken," so we got him a bucket of Chicken Joy. Now he wants to go more than us sometime.
That's insane. I should really give it a shot. I've never been.
It's yeah, like if I'm going to be full transparency, the burgers kind of suck. But like, hey, if you want fast food spaghetti, they got you covered.
I keep forgetting that's a thing.
Yeah,
that they do.
Yeah, chicken's great. Like comparatively speaking, it's like
your muscles were clearly honed in combat.
Like the batches of chicken are like more consistent. They're not like as greasy as like KFC.
I see.
But going into it, Hachi versus Sonic-kun, Grand Finals.
I think the game was like throwing a bone there. What was that? Oh jeez. Was that a reset?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. There's just chaos. Fists are flying at this location, man.
Yeah. Slowly building up the revenge meter. Both of them at 3 diamonds. It's basically a revenge meter.
Yeah, no, except without the amazingly stock flame PNGs popping up. Oh no! Oh, that could have been really bad for Sonic-kun right there. I saw that. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Oh my god, just... I can't believe that Kill Rush just whipped in front of her face. That's so unfortunate for Hachi.
Alright, getting a B&B there. Very good stuff. I mean, you can... I was gonna say, yeah, you can hit the character. People need to do that more. Oh no.
They need to hit the character more. Yeah. S going down. Oh.
Hmm?
That little dance from Hachi.
Are we going to say like unsportsmanlike conduct here?
I think that was a bit of an unnecessary pepperoni right there, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, Sonokun. Oh no, not. I was gonna say not dead, but then I realized like how much damage that actually does. You are playing with fire, doing that against a grappler, my guy. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, does he know? Does he know? Is he aware?
Okay, it's income timing. All right. Yeah. I mean, like, there's like always. Oh, okay.
I don't believe you. Not okay, especially not after what I saw you do to Serene. I didn't forget about that, buddy. We have a record. We can get the tapes.
We have that little pop squat that you did there.
Oh no! Happy birthday. It's Mika though. I mean, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Why are you getting a nice like?
Oh god.
Nice 8.7K.
Oh, good tech on the throw.
Really good tech on the throw, and Sonokun just trying to thread their way in. But conditioning, and I can't believe that just dropped on Wallstein. Is it one of those situations where like a bigger hitbox actually screws the opponent over?
Oh no, dude.
Just kind of like how like you're supposed to do 214C with Ruby after a grab, but it just doesn't work on Blitztank.
Oh, stupid, dude. Or well, yeah. Oh my god!
I can't believe TK air grab working out.
That's insane work. Oh no. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. Oh, but that's a dead wall.
Fortunate drop right there, and Sonokun just keeping the stability on. Working out with the sub team so far. I feel like Hachi's been very proactive, but they've just been unfortunately getting opened up quite a bit. And all of the solo Aki eco, definitely doable, but it's just Sonokun will not make that easy, and scores tied up.
I'm just gonna say it again, Haji. What the hell are you doing Rekkas in front of a grappler's face with 2 meter? You are insane.
Get ready.
We will see what he is cooking momentarily. Find out next time.
Your muscles were clearly honed in combat.
All right, game 3 between these two. I am judging the Mika. I you know that's a bit of a background thing here that I'm doing. Serviceable.
Look, it's a natural instinct because you know you have time and tenure with the character, and just, you get to play the moral high ground of watching them make mistakes.
Ooh, good jump. Good PB out of the situation. Ooh, you could have died for that.
Unfortunately, they live to see another day, and Sonokun's getting some pressure on the board. Yeah, you can't do that to command grab. EX command grabs loses to, or beat command grab supers.
It's so garbage, dude. What is Waltstein?
Dude, I feel so bad for that change because I remember like that was made in like the wake of like when Street Fighter V did some stupid shit similar to that, and like Zangief just got his ankles broken if they weren't already gone already.
That man never had ankles. Let's be honest. Not in Street Fighter V.
And I still won't forgive the fact that they just took away banishing flat, dude.
I'm glad I didn't play that game. Speaking of not playing the game, Mika's dead.
Oh yes, Mika is dead. Altogether, I'd say comparatively the more proficient of the two characters, since Heart is not available to us. It's still definitely doable, and we've seen Sonic-kun done it time and time again with DS, but yeah, it's definitely a mountain climbing. Neutral?
Insane nooch. Unfortunately, you are going to be losing Waldstein, so now it is going to be a 1v1. Or not.
Provided you don't drop it, but yeah, I feel like one-touch situation for Hachi here.
Sonic-kun, if you get hit with 5B, you're dead. I'm just letting you know that right now. Oh!
That was a very nice air stall to just avoid just being right outside of range of. Oh no!
Ooh, tried to go for something cheeky there.
Keeping the pressure on, activating cost combo. Good call out in the gap there. I feel like that was relatively safe super with Balsi and Rocky go on screen, so yeah, life totals I feel like are slightly in Sonic-kun's favor, but it is just a one-touch side for either side really. Oh no, just not far enough for that to connect, but Hachi!
Hachi had 2 opportunities. Oh!
Hachi!
She tried to. Man, that had to be a misinput. I'm so sure that's a misinput. You have no. Oh my god.
Oh god, I felt that.
God, dude, that move on counter hit is something else. Just the hit stop into the wall bounce is insane.
Yeah, good work to Hachi on swinging the needle, and you know, like it's you know, as showcased right there, you know, Hachi Wallstein isn't a sitting duck even though he's in the air. He has that move that's basically goes half screen, and just was able to snipe out the S, just like thinking, oh yeah, I'm safe here. Let me throw a projectile. No, just get backhanded by this old man.
Your muscles were clearly honed in combat.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Hachi on reset point. Sonic-kun has one game on the board, but we shall see if they stick with this team or they are going to continue to.
Hachi landing JA counter hit and didn't convert. I'm judging you. Brother! This is judgment for both sides, man. Ooh? Okay. Gets the combo. Love to see it. Alright, you made up for past grievances, Sonic-kun.
Let's see if they can keep this up. Nice. 5C. Command grab. I've got a command grab too, old man.
Oh no! Yeah, okay, so weird thing. Akihiko, on his burst, he is considered to be in crouching state.
Man. That's so unfortunate, but at the same time.
Yeah. Like one of the few instances where that's actually relevant.
Yeah.
Just getting started.
Yeah.
Thanks, Arxis. I didn't know. I'll say the same thing as per. Oh, that was some really nice evasion.
That was sick. Oh, you rarely see that considering like where the hitbox is on that move. But yeah, no, that is something that can happen. Oh man.
Two-touch game.
Dude, I mean, depending on the hit, this could potentially be dead. If Sonic-kun DP.
Oh no! I think think that's it!
You're gone.
Oh, that's how it then!
No, you're gone, dude.
Oh! 13k, he could have done like an EX dive for more, but... Oh my god. And just like that, we have a bracket reset.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's why I said you might be dead with the right hit.
No, that's why I said one touch game, like for Hachi. So like, I saw the amount of butter that Hachi had, and I was like, oh god, this could go horribly wrong very quickly.
All right, and now, yeah, bracket reset. So now it is anyone's game, both people in losers. So we'll have to see how things go between them for all the marbles. And Sonokun sticking with the Mika.
Crossing fate. Fight.
Yeah, you know, it's I feel like it's warranted enough to, you know, I always believe that, you know, like in the face of adversity, if you're trying to learn another character, you stick with your character. In terms of learning the character, because the moment that you switch off, the moment that you get back into your comfortable zone, you're missing out on the point of trying to learn a new character. It's just like, you know, weathering the storm of just that uncomfortability.
Indeed, indeed. Unfortunately, though, adversity is definitely something they have to weather, considering the disadvantage they're at right now. Ooh! I was expecting whiff punish, I ain't gonna lie.
The little shimmy. Good time to burst in, keep the S alive if possible. Get a good amount of that health back, but what a confirm! Sector switch, just keep it simple. And yeah, Mika's going down for the count. All of the solo S. Doing a little bit of a shuffle again. Cross combo.
The punish too. Yeah, you're going to be gone. No, no!
I know, a little bit of an ACDP, but just keeping it simple with the grab into grab combo. And Hachi going up one game in this Shin Grand Finals reset, depending on want to go about it.
All right, Sonokun still sticking with it. Yeah, I think they're going to be choosing to stick with it for the rest of this.
Get ready.
And I feel like, you know, Sonokun been able to like operate these characters very well, like independently. It's just a matter of like bringing it together with, you know, as a team is what's unfortunately showing some signs of unfamiliarity for them.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, you know, very much like having that team cohesion is something that you really gotta actually work on a lot more than you would think. Unfortunately, the only team cohesion I'm seeing is the team taking damage together.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, this is not looking good for Sonokun with this. 13 seconds into the match, dude. Oh, you're dead.
Oh no! All of the solo S definitely doable, but actually not anymore.
I love. Oh man, I love that.
That was a great match. Let's do this again in a
Those awkward hitbox. Oh, I know like the general look of it, but it's always cool seeing some of those like weird like angles that Akiko JC can hit at and just being able to follow up afterwards.
Oh.
Time to get serious. Is Sonokun bringing out the Tiger? Oh.
Oh.
Get
Whoa.
ready.
The Yang Katsuki.
And this is another. Well, this is just a whole other team that Sonokun has worked on the side. So Not completely unfamiliar with this either on there.
Your muscles were clearly honed in combat.
All right, well, it's do or die now. This is if they win with this, they have to stick with this team. So, I ain't gonna lie, Chief. I don't like the color combination that they picked for this team. Have both of them be green or both of them be blue. Don't mix and match like this. Oh no. What?
I'm just going to completely ignore the fact that my character has a green and blue eye.
I didn't even think about that. I ain't gonna lie, Chief. I didn't even realize until you pointed it out. I'm like, wait a second. Oh, there's an issue here.
I can't fully support your statement, unfortunately.
God damn it.
But Sonic looking very good right now. Has a good life lead right now, but
Yeah. This is looking significantly worse now. Yeah, Yang's gone, dude. It's all up to Solo Koski.
Akoski does have a decent, like, above average damage output. Definitely doable, not like to the level of Akihiko in a lot of cases. But it's definitely can be doable, but it's just Hachi is not making it easy for them.
Hachi, like, littering, like, you know, kind of, you know, the spice a little bit, spicing the air with the JAs occasionally to, like, kind of dissuade things. Oh my god. No way. You're not dead for
that's
this.
dead.
You're dead
That's
for this. You're
dead.
dead for this, dude. That's so, oh my god, dude, you're dead.
One touch? One touch game?
That was a great match.
13K and Hachi is your WNF Online Edition BBTAG Episode 7 champion. Go get that bucket of chicken joy, my dude. You deserve it. Yeah. Nice work to everyone that joined tonight. Rounding out the top 3. Hachi in first place. Sami-kun in second. And Serene